This is Mark Cousins after Ebbsfleet 0, Oxford City 4. You've performed some heroics this season, but today you couldn't keep the score down, could you?
No, it's a disappointing afternoon. I think first 5 minutes was probably the most positive out of the whole game for us, and after that it was it wasn't very good at all, and I think everyone's very disappointed in the change room.
The first goal came from a corner after less than 5 minutes, and it seemed as though the defender Kopekwa had come up for the corner. There was a lot of argy-bargy going on, but Kopekwa was really allowed unmarked to score. Were you put off by all the pushing and shoving that was going on between you and Kopekwa?
Kopekwa wasn't the one pushing. I think it was Carroll was
doing the pushing, but
and,
Kopekwa was the one headed.
It was that we organise our set piece in the change room. People know their jobs, and unfortunately the person marking didn't mark him well enough, and he managed to get a free header. That was always disappointing to concede from set pieces, because I think if everyone does their job as well as possible, that you don't concede. But to go 1-0 down that early on, obviously it's a setback, and we didn't really recover.
But Kanice Carroll, he was involved in the pushing and shoving. The referee called him over, I think, for a brief word, but then allowed him to continue. I just wondered if that put you off at all.
I'm used to a lot of players being in and around me, but the header was well directed into the bottom corner. So even if I don't think there was no one in front of me, I don't think I'm saving it. So we'll look back at it, and we'll see if we can improve on our marking on Tuesday.
And the second goal, when that came in, you got your fingertips to it. It was agonisingly close to you saving it, wasn't it?
It was. I think it moved at last second. Basically, it was a well struck shot and full stretch, and unfortunately, it just hit the wrong part of my glove and fell the wrong side of the post, and that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
Just mentioned to Dennis that before the game, the 4 teams promoted last season were in the bottom 4 places in the table. And, what did that say about the league? And he said it shows how stronger it is, and the difference. Do you feel that as a player out there, that you can't make a mistake because you're going to be punished so much?
Yeah, I know the National League's a very strong league. I've been in it all for about 8 years, and naivety sometimes kicks in for the promoted teams, and that's what we've been seeing this year from all the bottom 4, I think, really. And it's a tough league, and you have to find a way of winning when you're coming up against some bigger teams and better teams. But today we were poor, and there's no excuses.
And there was a lack of confidence. You could see. I'm sure you could feel it as a player. There was the confidence just ebbed away. How do you bring that back? I mean, winning will do the trick, but how do you get that confidence level up again?
Training pitch. You have to work. You have to get on the training pitch, and you have to find confidence there to start with. You have to build into games, not conceding within like 5 minutes. That doesn't help confidence one bit. But you have to gradually build into games, and that's where you get confidence. And we need to be doing that Tuesday. We can't be going conceding early on. We have to get a foothold in the game and then grow, and that's the only way we're going to get confidence.
The important thing is not to start to feel you're getting adrift, isn't it? That you're still in contact and that you can make progress, as Oxford have done today by getting out of the bottom 4 with a win.
Yeah, wins can change. They got a good win last week against Woking, and they probably came here on a lot higher confidence, and that's what one win does. And we need to get that very soon. And I think once we get that one win, get some confidence in everyone, not just the players playing, but the ones in the stand as well, we can put a couple of wins together and hopefully climb the table sooner rather than later.
Well, let's hope that starts on Tuesday against Maidenhead. Thanks for talking to us, Mark.
No worries.